Sleep Token, Levitate. Is it any good? Alright guys, we're about to get into the third song of Sundowning. And as always, before we get started, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And without further ado, let's experience this together. And we'll see what I have to say at the end of everything. Ooh, this sounds really serene. I love this. I love pianos. I love the piano sound.
Like water, a perfect flood.
That's interesting.
Engulfing me again now. And I can tell you won't.
I love this. A different sound. As always, there's a different sound.
The trauma we can't regrow. Just as you leave again. No. Will you levitate
I'll tell you what, this is making me levitate.
up where the angels inhabit? Will you levitate where I won't reach you? And we imitate a story of perfect days, a ballad we fabricate. As you forget your words again.
Bro, these lyrics, bro. Are you listening?
And is that all you need? To merely pretend to be falling in love with me, forgetting the agony again. Will you levitate?
Oof. Yo, the bass?
The angels inhabit. Will you levitate where I won't reach you?
Oh man, the way that the claps are coming in on the beat is interesting. It's like kind of offbeat.
Will you levitate? Will you levitate?
This is beautiful, man. Okay. Bro, every time. Oh. Bro, I'm like hearing everything all at once. Son, every time they do something like this to where like my brain can't compute. I short circuit. I'm about to give my thoughts, guys, but before I do, as always, I have to ask if you made it this far, it'd be a huge help if you just left a like. It takes 2 seconds. If you'd be so kind. If not, it is what it is. But I'm about to give my thoughts on this. I have the lyrics pulled up as well to reference. And yeah, man, let's talk about this one. So, first off, first thing, I want to talk about the sound of this song. Compared to the rest of the songs that I've heard so far, this was the most kind of like so slow paced, more of a somber kind of melancholic feeling song throughout, the entirety of the song. And I love the piano sound and just how simple it was, at least till the end. I say simple. There's nothing really simple about their music, but you get what I mean. And I thought it was beautiful. I love songs that have a piano, especially a melancholic piano in it. Brother, I'm there. You put some strings in a song, or piano in a song, or both. Listen, I'm in there. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the song, and of course, Vessel and Two did absolutely amazing. Vessel in particular was really just hitting these notes, and he's got some amazing vocal range, man. This guy can do it all. He can sing like this and nice and soft, a song like this, but he can also kind of scream a bit. He can give you some intense vocals. All around, he's got it all, man. What can I say? He's great at what he does. Two, as well, even though he didn't do too much aside from the end of the song. He had to do a little something. He had to stunt on us a little bit, right? But you know I say the same thing about Two. Like, the way that he's able to arrange uh what he does with the percussion is kind of crazy. And I even talked about how it was kind of, some of the things that he was doing, some of the sounds were kind of offbeat, but it still worked. And it kind of like hits you like it was great. Like, it's like a to the shock to like what you're normally listening to. Like, it throws you off, but in like the best way. uh Honestly, both Vessel and Two do that. But yeah, as far as the percussion, Two was going crazy, especially at the end. So yeah, all in all, great song. As far as it was made, can't complain. And as far as the lyrics go, so um, before I get into like the actual lyrics, because we'll discuss that. What did this mean to me? I always got to talk about how it's interpreted, or how I can look at it differently, because I love, love, love to look at art and music and such, and different aspects, because that's what it's there for. That's what it's made for. So this to me seemed as though it was a song about trying to fall in love, or trying to be with someone that is constantly out of your reach. Constantly out of your reach, either because they're just in a different place, it could be in life, or they're purposely trying to get away from you, and you're longing for them, like Vessel's longing to be with them. Why are you going away from me? Will we one day be able to levitate together, or are you going to levitate to a point where I'll always be out of your reach? Like, we both might be levitating, but you're always going to be a bit further than I am, out of my reach, and we'll never quite be on the same page together. um and yeah, it's just one of those things where you definitely get the imagery, like in the beginning when he was talking about something along the lines of your blood is like the perfect flood, or something like that, right? Like, very interesting. As far as like how I interpret that is, everything that you are made of, that you offer, you yourself, this is your blood, which is the essence that is you know what I mean? That's what keeps you going, is like perfection. Like, everything about you, even when you get down to not just like your body, not just your soul, not just your intellect, but even like the blood, like, you are just like perfection. And will I ever be with you? Or it could also be interpreted as, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this is something that you wish to be. Like this is maybe a version of yourself that you would love to be. You would love to be perfect. You know you have it in you, but for some reason it can never happen. You're never good enough. You will always be just out of reach of attaining that perfection, but you still long for that perfection. Um, yeah. So we can actually analyze the lyrics real quick. I'll just read them off. So it says, I can lift you up. Your body is mostly blood, like water, a perfect flood, engulfing me again. No, and I can, no, and I can tell you won't. Oh, engulfing me again? No, and I can tell you won't. Saying that you won't engulf me. Remember my cracking bones, the trauma we can't regrow, just as you leave again. No. Will you levitate up where the angels inhabit? Will you levitate where I won't reach you? So this is basically again like he's had a previous song where it's like the night does not belong to God, right? And again, this is like a whole bunch of stuff to being like, listen, I'm not necessarily one to be around like heavenly things and angelic things in the common like sense, like how people would think about it. That's not where I'm going to be. But are you always going to be in that area? Because if so, I'm never going to reach you. And it says, and we imitate a story of perfect days, ballad we fabricate, a story of perfect days, a ballad we fabricate is crazy work. That's why I'm like, yo, that's wild, because it's like we imitate this perfection. We try to be the best thing, and we even try to act like we are, and we talk to each other like we are, but deep down we know it's all a lie. It's all a facade. Like things are not as perfect as we want them to be, even though this is what we long for. We ain't there. But maybe it's like one of those situations where it's like we fake it until we make it. I don't know. As you forgot your words again, and is that all you need to merely pretend to be falling in love with me, forgetting the agony again? I mean, poetic. Not really much to break down there. I mean, that was just a poetic thing to say. Then it says, the whole will you levitate again. It goes back to the chorus, and it basically concludes with asking several times, will you levitate? Will you levitate to a place that I won't reach you? Will you constantly try to levitate away from me? Will you constantly be out of my reach? And honestly, this is just a beautiful song. It's like, we're faking it till we make it, or at least I am, right? I'm going to fake it like you're falling in love with me. I'm going to fake it like, you're gonna always be around me and engulf me with your love and your presence and your warmth or whatnot. But at the end of the day, even I could fake it and I can fabricate like it's gonna be that way. Even you can fabricate like it's gonna be that way, but we both know that it's not. Because at the end of the day, when I try to reach for you, you're always out of reach. You're never there, and you continue to levitate. And it's like, well, you keep going to that place where I can't go. And it's like a tragic thing of like always wanting what you can't have. And I think, a lot of us can relate to something like that in one shape or another, trying to get something that we know that we'll never be able to attain, but still we push forward anyways, but, yeah, that's my whole analysis of this. And if there's anything that you feel like I was wrong about or whatever, please let me know. Guys, I love discussing things with you, but that's how I interpret it. But it's art, so we can all interpret it in different ways. Again, if you made it this far, guys, you guys have been an awesome community so far, so welcoming. Please leave a like. And leave your feedback if you would be so kind. But this has been a fantastic ride thus far, and I'm gonna keep coming with some more stuff. So stick around, stay tuned, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you later. Hopefully. Peace out, guys. Be well, be safe.